Hi everyone, it's Laura. I just wanted to share my perspective as a pharmacist and as a mom who recently went through a twin pregnancy where I was just extremely nauseous every single day, and things that I found very helpful to hopefully help prevent a lot of you from going through a lot of the things I had to find out the hard way. So, what a lot of your doctors will recommend is starting out with taking vitamin B6, 25 milligrams about 3 times a day, as you need it for nausea and vomiting. And for me, that maybe worked for about a couple of days. And so what all that I could really find was these 100 milligram B6s. So I ended up having to split them into quarters and just take, it doesn't taste very good, but that's honestly the only way I could find the 25 milligrams. And then they also recommend Unisom. There is a combination of vitamin B6 and Unisom called the Colegis that they do prescribe sometimes. The problem with that is you can't really take it during the day. Otherwise the Unisom in there is going to make you really tired. So here's what I ended up doing. As I would take the quarter of a tablet of the B6. You may find it under pyridoxine is another name for it. So that's about every 6 to 8 hours as you need it for nausea. And then this one, this Unisom, I ended up taking throughout my entire pregnancy, but only at bedtime. So what I would do is I just started out taking about a half tablet, about a half an hour before I planned on going to sleep. And then right as I was falling asleep, or before I ended up laying down, I would take my iron and my prenatal just so that, one, it helped me fall asleep and it helped prevent that nausea that I got from my prenatal while I was sleeping. So that was really helpful. The reason why I only took a half tablet of this one is in the morning, I'd feel really groggy if I took a full one. So, if you need the full one and it doesn't affect you too much the next morning, absolutely go for it. Let's see, next thing. These are available in gel caps, but I just like the option of splitting in half, so I only would take the half there. So next up is, no, this is not something your doctor is gonna bring up, it's gummy bears. Just having something that's really quick sugar, sometimes that nausea just hits you and you need to feel better fast. Just popping a few gummy bears in your mouth really helps right away. Another thing that I would do if I was thirsty at the same time, sometimes just a small thing of apple juice or a little box of apple juice, I would just pop them in my purse and I'd go on the back at work and chug one real quick and I'd be feeling better. That only really works for a little bit until you can eat something more substantial. Otherwise that sugar will just kind of get that acidity in your stomach going and it's not a good combo. So just get that to, get you through until you can actually eat something. Now, for me, when I called the doctor's office and I was less than 10 weeks pregnant, at that point, I didn't know that I was pregnant with twins. And I already had gone through a pregnancy. I was very nauseous with the first one, but I was throwing up maybe 5 times a day. And they recommended metoclopramide before taking something called ondansetron or Zofran. Just because they say at less than 10 weeks, they don't know exactly about how the ondansetron affects the organ formation of the fetus. So they recommended metoclopramide. First, I tried that for maybe 2 days and it does lower your dopamine. It's a dopamine antagonist. So if you are having some mood issues, if you have depression, it can make that worse in some people. For me, I found that I had a really flat mood and I had some really terrible nightmares on it. So a lot of people have a lot of really bad side effects on that one. So, if it works for you, great, but don't be afraid to let them know about those side effects and progress on ondansetron or Zofran. What I ended up getting was the dissolvable tablets, and I am honestly convinced that this is why I was able to deliver 2 healthy twin baby boys. I had to take 3 of these a day, so 1 every 8 hours. This is by prescription only, and so I got this disintegrating tablet, so I just let that dissolve on my tongue. It kicks in, they say 10-15 minutes, but honestly it works within a minute. So I just thought I would share that. I ended up delivering two healthy baby boys. I made it to 37 weeks. One was 6 pounds, 1 ounce. One was 6 pounds, 8 ounces. So I really actually I owe it to Zofran. So I just really wanted to share that with everybody. Like, don't be afraid to advocate for yourself if some of the first things that they recommend, especially before 10 weeks, is like not working for you. So, that's pretty much all that I have. I hope all of you, maybe that can help somebody with the terrible nausea and vomiting that happens in pregnancy, but hang in there. It's temporary and it's so worth it. Take care.